Namaskar dear students, welcome you to our channel by Gulab Sir. As a part of series of lectures, today's topic is respiratory volume and respiratory capacities. As you are aware, when we inhale, the volume of air has some parameter, or volume of air we exhale that has parameter. So how much milliliter of air that we inhale or exhale with different kind of situation and conditions. So let you know, at normal state, when we inhale the air and exhale the air, normal state, that means not doing anything, just sitting, just quiet. At that situation we inhale and exhale, that is like involuntary, without our knowledge that breathing is going on. By that time the volume of air which we inhale and exhale is around 500 ml, and that is known as tidal volume. The volume of air which inhale or exhale at normal state, that is around 500 ml, is known as tidal volume. Then what is inspiratory reserve volume? That volume of air, additional volume of air we inhaled after forcible inspiration or by a forcible inspiration. जैसे कि हम लोग नॉर्मल इनहेलेशन एक्सहेलेशन कर रहे हैं, लेकिन आफ्टर नॉर्मल इनहेलेशन with forceful inspiration, by forceful inspiration, the volume of air we inhale, that is inspiratory reserve volume. So practically you can do it. Suppose a normal inhalation, after normal inhalation, have forcible inhalation. Now this volume of air or inhaled by forceful inspiration is inspiratory reserve volume, that is 2500 ml to 3000 ml. What I have done here, this is a normal line. I made that scale, one block is equal to 500 ml. So second, third, fourth, fifth, like this. So 5 block, that is 500 into 5, 2500 to 3000. It enables us to understand better way how many ml of air is inhaled or exhaled by visualization. Otherwise, by knowing you can do it. Now what is expiratory reserve volume? After a normal expiration, volume of air forcibly expire, expiration of air, forcible expiration of air. That volume of forcible expiration of air is known as expiratory reserve volume. I hope you got it. After normal expiration, the forceful exhalation, that volume of air forcefully exhaled is called expiratory reserve volume. Very easy to define. Then what is the residual volume? That is what after a exhalation, forcible exhalation, still volume of air left inside the lungs, remain inside the lungs, that is known as residual volume, and that is 1100 to 1200 ml, that is shown by this. Exhalation outside, inhalation inside. So volume of air left inside the lungs, therefore inside, that is shown this side. Exhalation, expiratory reserve volume or expiratory capacity is shown upper side, and that what clearly visible to you. Now volume is completed, that volume of air inhale or exhale, that is in different situation, forceful exhalation, forceful inhalation, that is condition. Now what are the capacities? Here capacity means a forceful, that person can inhale, is a capacity. So inspiratory capacity, expiratory capacity. So this is a expiratory capacity, that volume of air person can exhale after forcible expiration. Expiration होने के बाद भी expire कर सकता है, that is called expiratory capacity. That is around 1500 to 1600 ml. Now what is inspiratory capacity? To define the expiratory capacity, here tidal volume plus ERV, expiratory reserve volume. What is tidal volume? 500. Expiratory reserve volume 1000. That is shown in this way. We will have better understanding. See, these are the tidal volume, these are the volume, but what is capacity? To understand the capacity, inspiratory capacity, total volume of air person can inspire after a normal expiration. After a normal expiration, total volume of air person can inspire, that is 3000 to 3000 ml. So how to calculate it? At formula, inspiratory capacity is equal to tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. What is tidal volume? Always 500 ml. What is inspiratory reserve volume? 2000 to 3000. Therefore I have written in two ways. So here, therefore inspiratory capacity can be 3000 to 3500 ml. How it is calculated? Inspiratory capacity is equal to tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. So that figure I have taken, you can take and let it. But how to define total volume of air? person can inspire after a normal expiration. Total volume of air person can inspire अंदर ले सकता है after a normal expiration. जैसे normal exhalation. Now this is inspiratory capacity. Total volume of air person can inspire after a normal exhalation or expiration. So see, I am exhaling now. Now this is total volume of air that I have inspired after normal expiration. This is called inspiratory capacity. I hope you got it with my action. You can also learn it by your action with the definition. So total volume of air person can inspire after a normal expiration. So how to do it practically? I am repeating it. I know you got it, but still. This is inspiratory capacity. Then what would be the expiratory capacity? Let you understand for it. Expiratory capacity. Now opposite to this, total volume of air person can inspire, total volume of air person can expire. After a normal expiration, here after a normal inspiration, matlab see, after a normal inspiration, this is normal inspiration, now forcibly inspire. This is called expiratory reserve, forcibly expire after a normal inspiration. This is called expiratory capacity. Once again, after a normal inspiration, forceful expiration. Volume of forceful expiration after a normal inspiration is called expiratory capacity. So total volume of air person can expire, released after a normal inspiration is called expiratory capacity. That is, expiratory capacity is equal to tidal volume plus expiratory reserve volume. Tidal volume, expiratory reserve. What is tidal volume? Is always 500. What is expiratory reserve volume? Is 1000 to 1100. Therefore, it come to 1500 to 1600 ml. I hope you got it. This one also. Come to the first page again with the diagram what we did understand and what we should. So here we understood what is expiratory capacity, inspiratory capacity. Here inspiratory capacity. Here functional residual capacity. Now what does it mean? It means that after a release of expiration, the volume of air remain inside the lungs, and that is a functional residual capacity. It is expiratory reserve volume plus residual volume. That means how much air that left inside the lungs after expiration. That is expiratory reserve volume is always 2000 to 2300. It is because of that 2000 ml to 2300. Expiratory reserve volume is 1000 to 1100, and residual volume is 1100 to 1200, and that is how we understood with this formula. It's not functional residual capacity. Volume of air remain in the lungs after a normal expiration. That volume of air remain inside the lung after a normal expiration. That capacity that is 2100 to 2300. Why it comes? Because functional residual capacity is sum total of residual volume plus expiratory reserve volume. Residual volume is always 1100 to 1200, and expiratory reserve volume is 1000 to 1100. Therefore, functional residual capacity comes 2100 to 2300 ml. So with that formula you can remember what is the formula. Functional residual capacity is equal to sum total of residual volume plus expiratory reserve volume. Now vital capacity, that means that maximum volume of air person can breathe after a forced expiration. आपने बहुत सारी हवा बाहर निकाली. So after a forceful expiration, volume of air you can inhale, that is called vital capacity. The vital capacity of athletes is very high because when they do fast running, they have forceful expiration also and forceful inhalation also. By that time, we say that the vital capacity of athlete is very high than that of normal people, and therefore they can run fast and longer. But we cannot because our vital capacity is less. That means after a forceful exhalation, volume of air we inhale it is less than that of athletes. But here that vital capacity is sum total of tidal volume plus IRV plus ERV. Tidal volume is always 500, IRV is 1000 to 1000, 2500 to 3000, and expiratory reserve volume is 1000 to 1100, and therefore that sum total what I have done here is it that 500 plus 2500 plus 1000 comes to 400 to 500 tidal volume common, but IRV can be 2500 to 3000 and ERV can be 1000 to 1100. Therefore, it comes 4000 to 4600. Therefore, average, that's what we say from this vital capacity is 4000 to 4600. So once again, how to define vital capacity? That maximum volume of air person can breathe after a force expiration. See, once again I repeat. This is my vital capacity. So you also practice the volume of air a person can inhale after a forceful expiration is called vital capacity. I hope you got it. Now last capacity, that is total lungs capacity. So what is it now? That means when you forcefully inhale, forcefully exhale, total amount of volume. After that forceful inhalation, and at the end of forceful inhalation, the volume of air accommodated in the lungs, that is total lungs capacity. Once again, after forceful exhalation, the volume of air which accommodated by my lungs is total lung capacity. Once again, total volume of accommodated in the air, total volume of air accommodated. That is what I missed to write. So please, we can write there here as air. Total volume of air accommodated in the lungs at the end of the forceful inspiration. At the end of forceful inhalation, भरपूर हवा ली गई है. हवा एक्सपायर करने के बाद, एक्सेल करने के बाद भरपूर हवा ली गई है. जितनी हवा आप ले सकते हो उतनी हवा, जितनी अकोमोडेट कर सकते हो उतनी, that is called as total lungs capacity. Therefore, it comes to TV plus RV plus IRV plus ERV. See, TV plus RV plus IRV plus ERV, that is called total lungs capacity. Tidal volume is always 500, RV is 1100 to 1200, IRV is 1000 to 1200, and ERV always 2500 to 3000. Therefore, it comes sum total, it comes 5100 to 5600. Therefore, I have written in two rows to how to that 5100 to 5600 कैसे आती है? So because of IRV from 1000 to 1200 and ERV from 2500 to 3000, therefore it comes to 5100 to 5600 ml capacity. So what is total lung capacity? 5000 to 5600 ml is a 5100 to 5600 is the total lung capacity. I hope you got this volume and capacities. With this diagram you can match it so that this will help you to remember that, see, vital capacity, it is having this 8 block 4000 to 4600, and here for total lungs capacity, here it has 11 block to 5800, that 12 block. So here you can count this block. With that block you will come to know that how much ml of air is being inhaled and exhaled. So this diagram will help you by visualization. You can remember, or you can remember by formula. It's very easy to remember. I hope with this explanation and notes given along with this chart will help you to know about volume and capacities. So very easy, very practically you can do and remember these volumes and capacities, as well as these notes are sufficient enough to get you through. Once again, I appeal you to like our channel and share it with your new friends, as well as subscribe if you are new and press bell icon to receive notification as and when new videos are uploaded. Thank you. Enjoy the